You know it's a place where you can always find good advice, and with me, with that good advice, the president and advisor at the Resource Center, Mr. Bruce Porter. Good to see you, Bruce.
Hey, Al, are you warm?
Warm as I can be. It's a balmy 72 degrees here in the office. All right, this is something I know we've touched on a little bit, but it's always good to remind folks what young adults can do to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of folks, a lot of questions, and a lot of times that younger generation, they're kind of desperate for some good practical advice. So when we're talking to that younger generation, here's the challenges that they're faced, and I get it. I understand young people today are going to be faced with some huge financial responsibilities because of the conditions that's been created. 100% increased cost of education. So when you look at the cost of education today compared to what it was when we were kids, it's astronomically out of control.
Not even the same world.
Gen Z's money has 86% less purchasing power than the previous generations, which I think was the millennials. So when you consider that the dollar they earn today doesn't have as much value as the millennial brothers and sisters they have, it's because that's why there's no respect for the dollar bill today.
At 86% less, that's a huge difference.
That's a huge difference. And I see young people not respecting money as much as I did when I was a kid. But it's because the value of the purchasing power is less and less every year.
I know one place it shows, of course, is what you got here, housing markets.
Yeah, that housing markets are skyrocketing and there's economic stability. So it's why there's kind of a disrespect for that earned dollar bill. So now, debt management. I think everybody can kind of focus on this. Use a repayment calculator before you add another debt to your name.
Right.
I think you need to get a game plan. Make extra payments on your current debt on the principal only, so that you save on interest. So you want to reduce principal. You don't just want to make an extra payment.
Debt consolidation also.
Absolutely. If you can find a lower interest and do a debt consolidation, that's not always recommended. We don't want to change the terms and the years, but if we can, that can be an actual thing to do. Now, take a break from school. If you're stressed, debt is eating you up, get a job, that'll help you, and then move on from there. Now, if you want to build some credit, open a credit card just for two things, gas and groceries, pay it off every month. If you do that, you're going to build some good credit. Maybe you can become an authorized user on your parents' account if they have good credit. If they don't get on their account, because that'll affect you.
True.
Get a steady job. It may not be your dream job. It may not be the job you're going to retire at, but you want to show future creditors that you have stability and that you're committed.
You can stick to something.
Right. And so learn the differences between different accounts of money. Bank accounts, savings, checking, things like that, money markets. Then learn about retirement, learn about Roth, educate yourself about all of these different things, and then pick a strategy that's going to work for you. Most people don't become wealthy by selling their time. Now,
explain that a little bit.
All right. Some people need to be on a salary.
Okay,
Their personality dictates that. But some people that are on a salary could make a heck of a lot more money in sales because they have the personality for that. A salary can be a handcuff for the wrong person. So we want to keep that in mind. So just
that's salary, you're selling your time.
That's right. For
sales or
X
something,
amount.
you're selling a product.
And you're dictating your own price because it's based on your own effort. Now, work with a financial advisor. Couple of different ways. Tax efficient strategies, whatever. Get somebody that you can have conversations with that'll help educate you on all the different things. Tax laws, all this stuff changes constantly, so it's kind of a daunting task to keep up with it, but find somebody that you can have conversations with and that you can improve your own knowledge. That would be my advice.
And that's what we've talked about so many times, because someone like you and the people who work here, that's your job, is to know the changing and everything like that. You trust someone
That's
like
right.
that, that's where you get the good
And
advice.
I'm all about education.
And you're never too young. You're never too young.
Never too young, never too old.
QR code, of
Yep.
course, you can snap on that. Here's his number, 882-1800. The Resource Center, there he is right there, Mr. Bruce Porter.
See you next week.